let's talk a little bit about the economic impact that Bonfire has had on the community.
Well, we economically, we, like I said, house so many vendors, local businesses. So, like during COVID, you had Best in Brewing, where we operated for like over a year. They suffered a lot because they were a brewery on a belt line, which nobody was outside doing anything. And, rent was still due for a lot of these businesses, especially after they lifted all the freezes on all of that. Like, these companies was coming down hard for their money. But Best In never missed a beat because we gave them $10,000 a month to operate for 5 hours every Sunday. We kept them open. A lot of these vendors, think about losing your job or not being eligible for unemployment or not getting a PPP loan and all that other stuff. There's a lot of people out there like that. I'm talking about the people who would wind up at food banks. You know what I mean? Like, these vendors were able to sustain and feed their families and avoid food banks. And like I said, we have 40 plus vendors. And at this time, we wasn't really switching like that. So these 40 plus vendors was eating each and every Sunday, taking that money and paying their bills. We do a lot of community engagement, coat drives, toy drives. We got a young Dolph mural dedicated, and did a memorial to him. Aiden, the little boy who got killed by the Georgia State Patrol, did the pit maneuver and he flew out the car. We have a mural dedicated to him, his family. A lot of initiatives, against police brutality and all that came out, and we had that going. Our staff, we employed 30 plus individuals, and anybody will tell you, we employ homeless people. Like, a lot of them was homeless before, like the general cleaning staff, and they make what everybody else make, $15, $20 an hour. Straight up, so there's a lot of people we took people off the street, and they are sustaining and have businesses, selling cars and doing all types of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know that part about Bonfire, especially the powers that be that, might want to judge us based off of what they might have heard, or a third party coming in them, like, I went this place and did this and did that, or, and the thing that really had us on the ropes for a second is the car break-ins. But unfortunately and luckily for us, it's an epidemic in the whole city of Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying? But at one time, they just tried to make it look like it was only at Bonfire. Oh, they broke in 30 cars at Bonfire. And what people don't understand is when crimes happen in that magnitude in one night, that raises the crime rate for that actual community. Like, that ain't just a 1 or 2 break-ins. You talking about 30 break-ins. That's going to raise the crime rate real fast. So somebody who's coming in and campaigning on putting down certain initiatives, whether it's police captains coming to a new zone, or, a mayor just got elected, you kind of messing their record up. And they don't take that shit lightly. At one time we had a mayor and a captain of the zone we was in against us. The mayor got into office, and, as she's spitting out her initiatives, somehow we come up. And when we found out, a little scared, because we never had to fight a mayor before, we went to Instagram and just was like, yo, why is the mayor messing with us? Like, we are for the community. At the time, Bonfire is a place where people come for a safe space. This is like the Creative Loafing AJC, Rolling Out Magazine, all of them. We coined the phrase, it's church on Sunday for those who may not be religious. They give you that refresh for the week. We have no incidents called in to the police the whole time we've been operating. So why would you be so adamant about shutting us down? and you never came through. You know, so the people went to her page in like 10 minutes, and like 500 people went to her page and was just cursing her out, and we ain't gonna vote for you, and da 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 da. If you mess with Bonfire, and yeah, she had like we didn't exist for 4 years after that, for real. But all of a sudden we had a captain on us, and the captain basically. They was trying to find a reason to shut us down. We managed the parking and the street traffic. So they came talking about the noise, because we used to have amplified noise outside. So they came, yo, if you hear noise after 11 o'clock, we're gonna da 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 da. So the week they came, just so happened Keke Palmer had came to visit. And when she seen it, she was like, yo, I want to perform there next week. So now we got Keke Palmer. We about to put on a flyer and say it's going to perform at Bonfire. This is the local spot. Like, this is going to bring everybody out. What? Keke Palmer? But we can't even make no noise outside. That shit going to be corny. So we threw the event, and when the police showed up, it was quiet. Because we had 1,500 headphones. Straight up. There was nothing they could do. They just felt stupid, bro. They just turned around and left. They was mad. She was mad. Ooh, she was mad. And then you would get places like she went to the city council meeting. So she's sitting in the meeting, and she's telling all her initiatives and shit. Like, they finally get to her, and she's like, yeah, we're gonna do this and gonna do that and blah, blah, blah. And how about this Bonfire ATL? Soon as she say that, a city council member get up and say, well, I approve that. So what you got to say about it? Oh, she got mad. She closed her book and stormed out. And about 2 weeks later, she came back like, look, just don't, I forgot what she said. She said, well, we gonna shut it down and jail this and jail that. And we went on a run for for a year. I wouldn't say a year, close to like 7 months. We was just from place to place, just throwing Bonfire and shit like that. But eventually we tell you this crazy shit. So we move. And when I go back to her zone, probably about 3 months later, she just became the Zone 3 captain. She was brand new, putting her new initiatives out. About 4-5 months later, I go back after we've been on a run. Yo, they done moved this bitch to another zone. Son, and I swear to God, they moved her because of us, yo. Straight up, because you got to understand, we hire police officers, we hire fire, we hire all these people. Dear white lady, you are fucking these black dudes money up. Like, this is the extra money they can pay their extra bills with, and they get a little nicer car, and they, like, come on, man, what you doing? It'd be different if we was killing niggas and niggas was getting beat up and dragged out every week. These guys don't mess with nobody. Leave them alone, man. But yeah, we are very sound with the community. My partner, Amici, he is in the real estate development at this point. And he is the one who be finding us the places now, because he has a partnership with these developers, and I can't get too much into his business. He's not here, but he's involved with a lot of developments in Atlanta and maintaining them until they get their permits and stuff like that. So, yeah, he's at all the NPU meetings, not just where he lives, not just where the business is. Like, he has assistants, and he be having them on the meetings while he doing other shit. Just, highlight anything they say that's important type shit. And, yeah, and his mom's is like, for what I heard, I don't know exactly what she do. I know she was just in Black Panther 2, just on the humbug, but she's like one of the people who brought Black Hollywood to Atlanta. She's on like the boards and all of that kind of shit. You know what I mean? She's a very important person. His pops, basically one of the niggas who run Morehouse. You know what I mean? So he's really connected went to church with all the politicians and shit like that back in the day. And so was my other partner. He come from the bottom, but he's educated. He had many jobs, started many companies, worked for Coca-Cola, you know what I mean, helping them with their AV shit at one time and recording shit and all of that. Really into the that space. And then me, I'm business and politics. I shake hands, kiss babies, hit them with the smile. I'm educated. I understand what's going on, and then I don't change. So a lot of people fuck with me for that, because I'm gonna talk to the mayor just like I'm talking to y'all right now. I'm not gonna try to change my dialect or nothing. I'm educated. I have degrees to prove it. I don't have to assimilate. Straight up. And that's how you know I'm kicking the real when I'm kicking it to you, because I'm being myself. I could sit there, articulate, and come up with words that mean other shit and synonyms. And anybody doing all of that. I'm trying to get to the point. The point is successful, whatever venture it is, and having quality shit brings revenue. Period. So that's what I'm on. So, but together we form Voltron. We are three totally different people. You know what I mean? I grew up different from them. They were best friends growing up, but they are totally different people. One you would think don't care. One you would think care too much. And then you got the old nigga in the middle. That's me, who I know everybody. I'm gonna keep the cloak over us when it come to adulthood. Like I know professionals from my professional point, my degrees, my business acumen from all the shit that I done worked at, and I done worked for Grand Hustle, I done worked for Corporate Thugs, I was 10 toes down, whole 24 years I've been here. So I got relationships with niggas that other people ain't got. You know, I used to sit in the crib and smoke with you when you was broke. Now you the president of this company, or you the head A&R of this company. Those are personal friends. And that's what I do for Bonfire mainly. I keep a cloak over us. We are in the entertainment realm. People know we get money. People know that we in a certain space. And guess what? They don't come over here with that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about, Ran? The lean team. The lean team will come lean on you. Ask Alex. The lean team ain't coming over here because I'm from where they from.
So, before we wrap up, let's talk a little bit about politics and how that's come across. Good politics. You know what I'm saying? People you may see pull up. People you may see around the city.
Now, people out there had campaign at Bonfire for their own personal reasons. Vincent Fort, Stacey Abrams she didn't come herself, but she had a team out here campaigning for Kwanzaa Hall, 10 toes down. Kwanzaa Hall will come to the event, stay at the event, chill at the event, come to the sub-events. Kwanzaa Hall is the realest politician I done met, period. That's just straight up. I just ran into that nigga on the way here at Publix. Straight, like, I love that dude right there. We done, like I said, everybody that been to Bonfire, the politics expand past politicians. You feel what I'm saying? We done had Waka Flocka moms come through and hit us with a bunch of dreams. You know how that go. We about to do this and do that and do this. Everybody try to find their angle, because at the end of the day, they know that we do something that's unique. We bring 800 to 2,000 people together every week, and we hold those metrics. From the engagement online to the engagement physically. It's hard to get physical impressions in 2023. It's all digital, it's all online. The person who can make people come outside is valuable. So, but we understand that because we are all college educated men that understand the business. So, you know, you look at what Bonfire is and you assume that you're about to go into a meeting with a bunch of young guys that's just, you know, out here. And then you get into a meeting with a bunch of middle-aged / you know what I mean, adult guys that's going to negotiate with you like you're supposed to be negotiated with. And that throw a lot of people for a loop. You got a lot of people who don't return. You got a lot of people who oversell and have to bring it down. You know, being venue managers now, this property is 20 acres. Has a 122,000 square foot building, a 30,000 square foot building, and a lot of outside land. So we be throwing crazy shit here with people. Parking lot concert was here. The last one they did. We had raves, 2-day raves, 5,000 plus kids. You know, they was shooting a documentary from Def, Defend Everything. I forgot what the fuck Def stand for, but they really well known. Future, Defend Everything Future. Yeah, we done had the gay dudes. We had 3,500 gay men for Labor Day. Straight up. They was down there shit out, wilding. Straight up. But that's what we provide. We provide you with security of knowing that you are able to house your event somewhere that is going to be logistically managed and sound based off of the staff that's provided, and that you will have your privacy to complete your event. And that's our main thing when it comes to property management and all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, outside of that, think about what I just said. The 3,500 gay dudes, we get super love on that side. You know what I mean? My homegirl, Melissa Scott, got the gay community on a smash when it comes to promoting. She the one who put 40,000 people in Piedmont Park every Pride. You know what I mean? She was on Love and Hip Hop, DJ Melissa Scott. She sits on the mayor's board for the LGBTQ community. Hope I said all the letters right. It's not out of them shits. Straight up. But, you know what I mean? Like, we had just tapped in. If it's because of the size of our space, because of who we are and our ability to maintain that many people, no matter where we at, and we in every lane. We deal with the mayor, we deal with Fulton County and the governor's office, we deal with everybody. We are trying to get grants. We are dealing with the Beltline directly. We are dealing with, because what they said, I forgot who said it, but he said, Rick Ross, he said, you do not have a brand until you've been in it for 10 years. He said, that's when you first start really seeing your success. This year, number 10. This is it right here.
So really quick, man, why does somebody who ain't been to Bonfire ATL need to come out this week?
I would say this week specifically.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say this week specifically, if y'all been watching the Hulu shit and all of that about to go on, the documentary and all of that, that is here this week. Like, even they know. The new freak nigga is Bonfire. Let's just keep it a buck. But it's weekly. You know what I mean? We are able to throw this event and not capsize the city, but still satisfy those who have an urge for those kind of events. Yeah, that's this week. Now, why should you come to Bonfire, period? I believe you need to see it and need to understand that it exists. You know, my goal is to change the scope of how African Americans party. You know, when you go to Caucasian clubs and venues and stuff like that, they not overcharging their people to get in. They not over aggressive with them. They are able to be free and have a good time. Ain't too much policing going on during the event. You know what I mean? And, you know, they are great at activations. So white people will make some shit out of nothing and captivate everybody. And I want to deliver that to my people. I'm tired of my people having to pay $100 to park and then $500 to stand on a couch and pop bottles. And, you know, you really just standing in one place looking around. You restless. You done spent all this money. What? You in my section? Of course you mad. What do you mean? This is my section. I paid $500 to sit here. You want to try to sit down? Like, I want to change that, man. Entertainment is a basic, you know, necessity of life. You know, if you look at a budget, any financial advisor make a budget for you, there is a section for entertainment, because it is understood that if you don't entertain yourself, you're going to go crazy. You know, I asked Google the other day, why is entertainment important? And Google said entertainment is important because a person can go crazy if all they do is work. You know what I mean? And I'm summing it up. They didn't say that verbatim, but that's what they said. Because I was doing a career day for junior high school and just telling them about being an event promoter and stuff like that. And that was one of the things I let them hear what Google had to say. Entertainment is very important. So, you know, why must we break our banks to do it when we have to? Yeah, you know, so that's what Bonfire is. I want to show my people that you could come together and ain't gonna be no fights. And you could be a stripper and ain't gotta dress all crazy. Or you could, and ain't nobody gonna play. We are 60% female. Straight up. From vendors to patrons, all of that. 60%. And why are females comfortable at Bonfire ATL? Because if she walk up to security and be like, yo, he grabbed my ass or he da-da-da-da-da, you getting flipped out on your head. And this is a given at this point. We had niggas sneak their guns in one time. Street execs, to be exact. Walk in, this was back when security wasn't all that. Walk in, and I see them walking out. And I'm like, what you doing? They said, we putting these back in the car, man. Ain't nothing going on in here. These folks just chilling. Straight up. On their own. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why our people need to see that coexisting in peace exists. That entertainment, that giving back to the community, that giving opportunity to these independent artists, that all of this shit can be done. And we don't have to disrespect each other to do it. Listen to this man music. It's actually good. It ain't got to be Lil Baby all the time. Go buy that shit from her. Because if it fuck up, you could call her on an actual phone and tell her rather than wait for customer service. You feel what I'm saying? That's why. They need to see that this shit exists. That's why you should come to Bonfire, man, and feel it. And that energy is real. I asked, before we owned it, obviously it was another owner. And I asked him one time, I looked him in his face and I said, you create a vortex every Sunday. And what these people see you do is what they do. You know, they look to you for guidance. They look to you as the person that, you know, is going to show them how to live and how to be, because that's what Bonfire was at one time. That's like really some community shit. I said, what you gonna show them, bro? Because at this time, this was like Bonfire was really drugged out and motherfuckers was overdosing off of this and off of that, and it was like a party wow shit. And I'm like, what you gonna show them, bro? And he couldn't answer me. So now that we have the control of what it is, this entity, this event, this brand, whatever you want to call it, that's the only thing I give a fuck about. And like I said, quality is going to bring success. All I give a fuck about is what I'm showing these people. That's why my Instagram stay clean. That's why I'm always smiling. I'm always respectful, even when I'm having a fucked up day. When one of these patrons come up to me, oh shit, it's Terry Skywalker, what up? I'm like, hey, what's up? And I make sure to look them in their eyes. And before we peel off, I ask them one question that changed the whole tone of everything. Oh, what's your name again? Sick. People just want to be seen. Oh, that's what's up. I'm Terry. Nice to meet you. Keep it moving. And that's all. So that's why you should come to Bonfire, man, because it exists and it's for us, and you need to see that it exists. Because after a while, if you really engage in what Bonfire is, the brand, all the shit that we got going on, all the opportunity. Why you think I said we threw 10 college parties? Because we the only niggas giving these college niggas a chance. Straight up. So, you know, and we ain't capping on them. We ain't overcharging. We teaching them how to run their business, teaching them about liability and security and insurance and all of that shit. And they put 1,500 niggas in a building. at 22. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's about, man, the community. So, yeah, the community need to come tap in. That's it.